Early 1500s. There were cities with bigger armies, cities with taller walls, cities with richer kings. But one city became powerful for a stranger reason. People believed each other there, not because they were kinder, not because they were saints, because the city built a machine that made cheating expensive and honesty profitable. This is the story of how a city became rich on one thing: trust. It was a port city. Ships arrived daily. Spices, cloth, metal, grain. Sailors shouting, carts rolling, coins moving. And in a place like that, one problem can kill everything: uncertainty. If a merchant can't trust a weight, he raises prices. If a buyer can't trust a promise, she pays less. If traders can't trust the courts, they stop coming. Most ports stayed noisy, rich, and fragile. But this city noticed a truth most rulers missed. Trade isn't powered by gold. It's powered by confidence. So the city council built rules that felt boring and became unstoppable. First, they standardized weights and measures. Every official scale was tested. Every weight was stamped. Inspectors checked stalls constantly. Cheating wasn't just bad, it was costly. Lose your license, lose your stall, lose your future. Suddenly, the market changed. Prices stopped jumping as wildly because merchants didn't have to protect themselves from invisible tricks. The risk dropped. And when risk drops, trade grows. Then the council built the second pillar: fast courts for trade disputes. Not slow royal courtrooms. Not noble judges paid behind curtains. A practical place where contracts were decided quickly and punishments were consistent. So when a shipment went missing, you didn't fight for months. You got an answer. And that answer was predictable. That predictability became the city's real product. Because merchants don't only buy goods, they buy certainty. And the city was selling certainty by the ton. But the biggest move was still coming. The council's third pillar was the real invention: a public record system. A merchant's reputation was written down, not rumors. Records: who delivered on time, who paid late, who broke deals, who tried to cheat. Trust stopped being a feeling. Trust became visible. And once trust becomes visible, behavior changes. Merchants stopped gambling on strangers. They chose partners with clean records. Foreign traders started arriving, not because the city was perfect, but because the rules were clear. And clear rules are more valuable than beautiful buildings. Soon, something shocking happened. Other cities had more gold, but this city had something better: more deals. Ships preferred its port. Caravans preferred its markets. Because when you trade here, you don't waste weeks fighting over false weights, chasing broken promises, or bribing slow courts. You save time. And time is the hidden currency of every economy. Then came a crisis. A storm year. A shortage. Fear. In most places, fear destroys trust. And once trust breaks, trade dies. But in this city, the system held. Inspectors kept checking weights. Courts kept moving. Records stayed public. So even in chaos, people believed the rules would still work tomorrow. That belief kept goods moving. It kept prices from turning into madness. It kept the city alive while others froze. And that's how you know trust isn't soft. It's infrastructure. Like roads. Like bridges. Like walls. Now here's the twist. The city didn't become rich because everyone was honest. It became rich because dishonesty became unprofitable. And when honesty pays, even selfish people act honest. So what made the city rich? Not gold, not armies, not kings. A simple machine. Standards, records, and consequences. Because when people can trust the system, they trade more. And when they trade more, wealth rises like a tide. quietly, relentlessly. That's why history keeps proving the same lesson. The richest places aren't always the ones with the most treasure. They're the ones where trust is easiest to give and hardest to fake. Next story, the Debt Empire. How lending replaced war.